music has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development. But he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Now a throw here to his running back.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for Jeremy McNichols.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Foreman.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And Khalif Raymond was the intended target.
That'll bring up second down.
They'll run right here with Swift.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
And here's Rodgers on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Titan football.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now it's McNichols.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the run, it's McNichols.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown!
Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here's Goff.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side, Swift. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the ground, this is McNichols.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Fertzer, 27 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
From the 29, Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd and 2, Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and long. It's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Tannehill. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's McNichols. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's McNichols as they stay on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. And his throw here's is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Swift. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They go with McNichols to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with McNichols. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Big hole up the middle and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now it's gone. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40 and running with power here. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.